Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. My name's Blake Cousins and we're here with my brother Brent. We're doing something different right here. We're going on a ghost hunt. There's extreme paranormal activity in these surrounding areas. Hopefully they come out tonight for us. It looks like our contact has just arrived. All right, Dennis, I hear that there's a lot of extreme paranormal activity out here. What do we expect to see?
Depends on your imagination, really. Voices, sometimes you get a little brush by.
We hear that there's sometimes you could hear like maybe babies crying off in the distance. Do you think we might pick some of this up while we're out here?
Not so much babies crying, that'd be more like pigs. But you'll hear voices, children laughing, and women. You don't hear too many men.
What about UFOs? I hear there's extreme sightings here over the skies of Hawaii. Is this a hot spot for UFOs?
Sometimes. If you look up in the sky, you're always able to see something up here.
All right, Dennis, well, let's get on the ghost hunt right now and see what we can uncover.
Shoot.
Dennis, can you explain to us why do we need the spear?
Well, you're out here in the wild. You never know what you're going to run into at night.
What about your first experience here in the forest? Tell us about it.
Kind of hair-raising. The hair on the back of your neck stands up over here. We heard voices, my son and I. Kind of like children playing from tree to tree.
Interesting. Do you think the connection between the other world, is there a residual, entity in this area?
Yeah, it might be from people left over from years past. I've not come across anything bad. I've heard stories where things follow people home. So you got to be kind of careful where you go and what you do out here.
Dennis, I know that your Native American ancestry goes way back. Can you tell us in the native tongue of what paranormal activity goes by?
Yeah, they go by different words. They don't have one direct. It's Quechua, for one, okay, and Manitou.
The Manitou.
Manitou is mostly your spirit. Everything has a Manitou. Every living thing, every man-made thing has a Manitou.
All right, so what should we be looking for? Are we in the zone right now?
Anywhere, yes. Anywhere around here, we're in the zone. But it's got to be more dark and a little more quiet.
Well, let's wait for it. We're going to keep the cameras rolling, and hopefully we get something tonight.
We'll move on down here to the end where the blood is at.
The blood. The blood, huh? So what is this blood all about that you just mentioned a little earlier?
The blood is the smell in the air. It could be from past battles or from pigs that have been killed.
Are you talking about the ancient battles of Hawaii?
Yeah, there's been a few up here. There's a burial ground a couple gulches over.
Blake and Brent walk through the forest as Mr. Peters shares stories of Indian folklore and Hawaiian legend as they come upon the scene where the paranormal activity was centered.
So you're saying this is the spot, Dennis? Go ahead, tell us.
Yeah, everywhere around here, you feel it. Right here especially, there's a lot of action. This is the old chicken pit right here.
Let's take a look at it. All right, Dennis, we're in the basic hotspot. Can you tell us what the suggestions are that we do right now?
Well, usually if you're in your hunting mode right now, you're quiet, okay? Unless you have the dogs, but you just listen and you hear things.
Blake and Brent interrupt production for a 20-minute period to see what they can sense.
When it gets a little more dark, a little more action for the nighttime activity. But for voices and paranormal,
Wait. Do you hear something? There's something coming in from that direction over there. Do you hear that?
There you go.
Listen. Shh. I hear it right over there. You hear that? It sounds like a machine. Look, my hair's rising off my skin right there. This is kind of cool. Something's going down right now.
As the camera crew struggles
Smells like
to work
there's a
through an
smell of
overwhelming odor, Blake and Brent continue to
Perhaps I'm
interview
not
Mr.
wind
Peters.
just shifted, and we got, I think, pigs in these gulches, and it's very obnoxious smelling. We're gonna have to deal with it, but it smells like death, big time. Is
Yeah.
it? Is this?
It's decay.
Could it be a ghost? I know ghost residue can leave off smells. Could it be a ghost, or do you think there's something
If
dead in the
smell
gulch?
goes away, then I think it just passed by.
Okay, well, let's listen for sounds again. Right
Actually,
now. It is going away. It's gone. It's gone. It was just here. There's death, a smell of death, and within a minute, it's gone. Something's going on weird here.
It just walks on by you.
What was that?
It'll walk right on by you. Sometimes you get a brush by.
No, it smells. I don't smell it anymore right here. And it's actually a little cooler than it was.
Yeah.
I could feel that the temperature has just dropped a couple degrees.
While Brent is speaking to Mr. Peters, there is an observance by the camera crew in the distant tree forest.
All right, the cameraman has just notified us that he's captured something while Brent was talking with Dennis. We're going to look at it right now and zoom in on it so we can take a look and share with the audience. You're just telling me that on the other side of this gulch is where the power becomes more evil?
A couple more gulches over, there's more activity. It's more spooky. It's not like here you hear the women's voices, children's, and they're laughing and giggling here. On that side over there, they're more hair-raising, the kind that'll follow you home.
Do we want that to happen? If we're going to prove something on Third Phase of Moon and our viewers, maybe we should push the envelope. Or
And get
what do you
to-
advise that?
Well, that's a trip. That's a hiking trip back in there.
I see.
Okay, well, it's getting dark. We might have to save this for another episode, but we've already heard some crazy things. And
Absolutely.
sounding like children laughing, just like
Dead
you said.
smells passing us by. If it was a dead smell, it would have stayed with us.
Yes.
And it seemed to have walked by us.
We're going to go over the audio and go over some of the EVPs that we possibly have captured already. And who knows, we might have captured an anomaly already on videotape. Let's keep an eye out and ears a little bit more and see if we could hear more paranormal activity.
Shoot.
I see. Shh, shh, shh.
Follow me. Dude, there's something. I just heard something move in these things, in this guinea grass.
Yeah. Gotta be careful. Be careful.